My name is Rosalie Kramm, President of Kramm Court Reporting and Discovery Conference Center. Our companies offer a myriad of professional services to our clients, including court reporting, high-tech conference facilities, and now we are offering a speaker series targeted for attorneys and other professionals. The series will provide insight and coaching in such soft skills as executive presence, influence, and more. We are very proud to launch the series with world-renowned Fortune 500 executive coach Eva Parsons, who has worked with executives of Disney, Qualcomm, Oracle, and more. Eva was kind enough to speak with me after her presentation today on the 5 insights that guide professionals to higher performance. These topics include executive presence, influencing skills, assertiveness, authenticity, and transparency, and mastering the confidence battle. Eva, you work with some of America's most successful executives. Do you think they naturally exude a commanding presence, or is that something that we can all work on? And to what degree do most of the blind spots that we have show up? What can we do about them?
Everyone has blind spots, and I don't think people naturally exude anything. I think we all grow into our roles, and there's always learning. There are always ways to improve. And the key to all of that is to really understand ourselves and as we really appear, and to get feedback about how we come across. Learn from that, take it in, and continue learning.
And as far as influencing, when it comes to influencing others, is intellectual capital or emotional IQ the most important thing? And can you elaborate on emotional IQ?
Emotional intelligence is sort of the key word these days, and it's really a combination of both. The people that I work with usually have the intellectual capacity. They're already successful. The people I work with are successful executives for the most part, and their learning is primarily in the emotional intelligence realm, because typically that's not something we learn in school. And so it's a constant, ongoing learning, and I think of executive coaching really as a customized learning, and it often ends up in that EQ or emotional intelligence realm.
And when it comes to authenticity and transparency, we're hearing these words a lot lately. How do you think that today's successful professionals use authenticity and transparency in being more effective leaders? And do you separate the two words?
Yes, there's a difference between authenticity and transparency. We hear transparency a lot in politics, which is being open about information, sharing as much as we possibly can with our constituents, our audience, the people we're working with, being open in terms of information and what you know. And authenticity has more to do with being genuine, coming to the party who you are, staying centered, letting yourself show some vulnerability, like being able to say, I don't know the answer to that, I'll come back to you, or being able to express that you're continuously learning and always curious. So I think those are always important, and those two attributes really end up making someone more credible if they are authentic and transparent. So yes, they're two very different things, and they both contribute to somebody's credibility.
And obviously confidence is a key factor for not only women attorneys but leaders in all different fields. So being fearful, having feelings of inadequacy, just a part of being a leader, is it part of being a leader? Or some executives just born confident and that's something they have? Do men have to work on confidence as much as women might have to?
That's a big question, and I don't think we're born confident. Some people think they are, and they may be overconfident, but humility is one of the other attributes that also contributes to somebody's credibility, and people don't like to see someone who is overconfident and doesn't express their vulnerability in that area. So I don't think people are born confident. I think we all have to learn by knowing ourselves and improving in the areas we can improve in, both men and women. And first you need to look in the mirror really honestly and take the necessary steps to continue to grow and learn.
And when it comes to fear in a leader, do some leaders use fear to get them to the levels that they're at and others not? Or does it come into play as far as being a leader is concerned?
I'm not sure I'd call it fear. I think most people have some anxiety about being discovered, or the fear of being a fraud, or somebody's going to find out that I don't know what I'm talking about. Most people have that hidden away somewhere, or they may have dreams that represent that. I'm not sure I'd call it fear, but I think everyone lives with some anxiety, and that's healthy. There's a healthy, positive stress that keeps you on your toes and keeps you learning, and that's good. We need to be in that constant self-awareness and learning mode.
And if you're going to be looking at an important feature or important personality trait in a leader, is being likable important?
I don't think so. I think you need to be genuine, you need to be yourself, and at the end of the day you need to be able to go to bed at night really being comfortable with the person you were that day, how you handled situations. Does that represent the true you and how you want to be in terms of your core values? So I think at the end of the day you have to be happy with yourself and let go of some of those early pressures to be liked and to be accepted by everyone, and really stay tuned in to who you are and what your values are. That's the most important.